Hey everyone, I'm Alex Haney. If you've been around this project or this channel a while, you've probably seen me a whole bunch on this channel already, but I don't think I've ever actually put a proper introduction, so I figured why not. I am 27 years old. I identify as a queer person, a female to male trans person. I live in Toronto, Ontario. I am also a single parent to a nearly 8-year-old little girl. The Trans Calendar Project is my biggest thing. I have been here from the very beginning. This was something that I actually started back in 2012, before I even started my own physical transition. I started it as a way to fundraise for my own surgery, and it has evolved into something much more amazing than I originally intended. I do a lot of different jobs for this project. A lot of people think of me as the photographer, but that's only a tiny part of what I do. I really don't even think of myself primarily as a photographer for this project. I am mostly a manager, and I handle the finances, the fundraising, a lot of the web stuff, social media, all that takes up most of my time. I think the biggest, most rewarding part of having started this project for me is that I have watched it go from being my own baby to now being this amazing collaborative community process, and to have other people really own this project as well and be part of it in their own ways, and know that they have contributed to it just as much as I have. I also just do a lot of work around art and community building. I do some freelance work like art and consulting, and just a lot of work with the queer and trans communities, and I fill it in with odd jobs, just random stuff that interests me. I have a very strong entrepreneurial spirit, so I always have a lot of different projects on the go, and currently the Trans Calendar is the biggest project that I have, but I also am a co-founder and a trip leader for Camp Unicorn, which is a group I started with another trans person, and it offers backcountry hiking and canoeing expeditions for queer and trans people in Ontario, which is really super awesome because a lot of queer and trans people, haven't had a safe experience out in the wilderness, or just didn't get that experience at all. And so it's been really amazing and rewarding to be able to offer that to people, and to be able to create this safe space out in the wilderness for people. I'm really into hiking, canoeing, being out in the wilderness, in the backcountry. It's like something that I dreamed about doing since I was a kid, but always felt way too intimidated to do, and it's only been really something that I've been able to do since transitioning. So it's been a big part of my transition in that way. Summer I did a lot of camping and stuff. I spent a lot of July living in a tent because I traveled around the United States, partly for the calendar and partly just to camp and see the States. And I led a Camp Unicorn expedition in Northern Ontario, and I also went on a 9-day solo backpacking trip in the Canadian Rockies, which was amazing. I am also a co-owner of Glad Day Bookshop, which is the oldest surviving LGBT bookstore in the world. We've talked a lot about community in our introductions, and I want to talk specifically about the Calendar Project in regards to that, because it has been a huge, given me a lot of access to making community. And I was watching Wynn's video introduction for this channel, and he was mentioning how it's really awesome how, you know, this project connecting him with people all over North America, and that is something I really feel as well very strongly. You know, I've gotten some of my best friends locally from this project, but it's also connected me with people all over North America, and the world really, but especially North America. Another really interesting part of it for me has been not only the fact that it has been this constant throughout my own transition, so, you know, I've seen the project evolve along with me, but also all these other people who have been involved with it over the years, and, you know, some of them have been working on this for years now as well as me, and to have them kind of along for this ride, and to like share each other's transitions, and everybody's at different points in it, and it's just really awesome being able to go through that with other people and share it with them through this project. Yeah, so I think that's about it for me. I'm sorry if there were some loud airplanes and stuff flying by. It's impossible to record a quiet video in Toronto. Yeah, so sorry about that. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the other videos and get ready for our launch on Friday. Alright, cheers.